A man was startled to discover a motionless figure standing inside a cave. No matter how loudly he shouted, the figure remained completely unresponsive. Curious, the man attempted to approach for a closer look, but found himself blocked by an invisible wall of air. The instant he forced his way through, the figure began to move slowly. As the distance between them decreased, the figure suddenly quickened its pace and vanished into the darkness. As John puzzled over this strange occurrence, the light at the cave entrance started to flicker erratically. Sensing something was amiss, John hurried out of the cave. To his disbelief, despite only 2 minutes passing, the outside world had turned to night. Even more eerie, John's car was now covered in weeds, and his work ID badge showed signs of oxidation. Nearby, John found a student's backpack, indicating they had also entered the cave searching for him. Suppressing his fear, John ventured back inside. Not far in, he discovered a glow stick floating in midair. As he reached for it, the glow stick moved slowly forward like the figure before, until it encountered the invisible air wall and lost its ability to float, leaving John perplexed. The most terrifying realization was that in the moment John had entered the cave, 3 days had passed outside. Concerned for John's safety, his students borrowed a car and drove to the cave area. Following the rope John had left behind, they entered the cave, leaving the youngest, Mike, at the entrance due to the unknown situation inside. The others hadn't gone far when they heard an eerie roar. Terrified, they spun around and raced back, only to find the rope suddenly severed as they prepared to climb out. Initially suspecting Mike's prank, they grabbed the walkie-talkie to contact him, but heard his cries for help instead. Frantically searching for another exit, they soon found one, but also discovered a rope and Mike's corpse. Baffled as to why Mike, who was afraid of heights, would risk entering the cave, they noticed his camera had been recording. Perhaps it held clues to his cause of death. Upon viewing the footage, they were filled with horror. Mike had waited outside alone for an entire week, but they never returned. With food and water depleted, he had no choice but to enter the cave, only for the rope to unexpectedly break. Mike's fate made them realize the cave was no ordinary place. They decided to have the only uninjured person, Lisa, climb out to seek help. However, when Lisa emerged from the cave, she found the once vibrant forest had turned into a desolate wasteland. This movie is called Time Trap.